Okay, what we have here is a party waiting for the guest of honor. The thing that is glaringly absent from the garage is the bike itself, which is at the shop having a power commander installed and tuned. It's actually ready. I'm going to be going over to pick it up in a few minutes. Meanwhile, while it was at the shop, a few things came that I had ordered. Here are the long-awaited handlebars. These are probably the third that I've tried. Actually, the fourth. I tried the stock beach bars and two other handlebars. I just can't seem to find the right one. But anyway, I'm hopeful that these are going to be just right. Here in this box is the Mustang Vintage Wide Touring Seat with backrest. Let's see if we have the... Oh, there's the Mustang logo on the box itself. I've undone the tape and I've just taken a quick look at the seat, but it's still in plastic. Yeah, well, you can't really... It's still in plastic. Anyway. This is all gearing up for what I'm calling Transformation 1, because this is a big deal and a lot of this stuff has been in the works for quite a while. While I'm changing the bars, not that this is dependent on changing the bars, I'm going to install a breakaway throttle lock. It says cruise control, but it's really a throttle lock. I have my Kuryakyn ISO grips with the bar end weights already installed and the decorative blue ring I just got for laughs, but I'm hopeful I'm going to like the way it looks. Got my stock Vulcan 900 Classic risers. I don't know if those are going to be adequate, but we'll find out. Also, I have over here in the corner what is yet to be installed, and I've been waiting on that too, which is the Memphis Shades Batwing fairing and the spoiler windshield, 9-inch, and a 3-pocket fairing bag, fairing pouch, whatever. An actual storage bag for the fairing, for when I want to take it off and ride without a windshield, which probably won't be that often, but if I do, I want to have a safe place to store it and protect it. I got somewhere in those boxes is the Memphis Shades trigger lock mount for it, which will allow me to take it on and off easily. And I think that's about it for the materials needed for Transformation 1, other than the bike itself. So I'm very hopeful that installing the new bars and the grips and the bar end weights and the throttle lock and the fairing and the windshield will all contribute mightily to my comfort for long-range riding, and the seat, of course, as well. And so we will see how that goes. So I'm just going to go through these photos of this Transformation 1 project. First thing is the yoga mat over the gas tank. Should be clear that that is a yoga mat that my wife retired and is no longer using. I didn't steal one of her yoga mats out of her bag. But anyway, it's proven to be very handy in the garage, covering up things. I mean, it's got a little bit more protective value than just the beach towel. But the beach towel works well in the fender, obviously. Anyway, so we have here, this looks like, actually, this is the beginning of the process. I still have my old
windshield on there and my old bars. So we're going to move on to the next photo. And this is, the windshield is now off. Moving forward. Yeah, just gearing things up here with getting the trigger lock. Oh, getting the headlight removed for the trigger lock mounting. Alright, yeah, getting the grips off the old bars. Moving forward, getting all the controls off of there, or at least off the right side. Yep, now all the controls are off, the headlights removed. And now the bars are gone. So that's huge. Those bars have been bugging me since the day I bought the bike. Love the bike, hate the bars. So I was very happy to get rid of those. Okay, this is with the new swept back bars installed, at least mounted. Obviously not completely installed, with the stock risers. And getting the controls put on there, moving forward. And the grips are on, the controls are on. That's huge for me. That's a really big deal. Yeah. Get the mirrors back on, got the headlight back on, the trigger locks. The trigger lock is on. Got the fairing on there. Haven't got the windshield mounted yet, of course, but it's getting there. Yeah, there's the windshield with the trim. That's the 9-inch spoiler windshield, smoke. That's the new riding position. That's a big, big difference from where I had them before with the old bars. So very happy with that. A little tricky getting the mirrors positioned correctly, but I managed to do that. I got some nuts from Home Depot that allowed me to tighten the mirrors down in whatever position I want, so I was finally able to get them right. I actually stuck a couple of pieces of painter's tape on the back of the garage door to use as focal points, so I could get an idea of exactly where I was looking. You know, I put them where I expected roughly the traffic would be behind me, so that I could see those in my mirrors in the garage. Front view with the, oh, now I've got the deflectors and the lowers installed. So as far as wind deflection, that's pretty well as good as it's going to get, I think. Although I would be very happy to get another upgrade to that. The only possible difference might be, I think, to put a 12-inch non-spoiler windshield on there, which I very well may try. I've actually, at this point, I've had the bike out a few times with it in this configuration, and it's much improved. It's greatly improved, but I'm still feeling some vibration at the helmet, and that just may be as good as it's going to get, and that's fine. I'm happy with it, but if it can be better, then I want it to be better. And so I'm looking at like pictures of the Honda Goldwing, and a lot of them have really big windshields on them. So, you know, I don't mind looking through a windshield. I don't want it to be right at my sight line, the top of the windshield, that is. But if I can get it to where I'm in a nice little cozy pocket of still air, that would be dynamite. And if not, that's okay. It's a motorcycle. I'm not driving the minivan which is my other ride, and that's great for, you know, carrying my gear to gigs, or, you know, driving the family to Disney. But that's not what this is. So that's not the experience I'm trying to replicate on the bike. But if I can get it nice and still and quiet, that would be great. Quiet mainly. Okay, I think that's about it for my narration. And now for a quick walkthrough. Okay, this is what I believe is almost the the end of Transformation 1 here, which includes the Mustang Wide Touring Seat, vintage Wide Touring Seat, whatever. New bars, new grips. That's the Kuryakyn ISO grips with the bar end weights and the exciting blue decorative ring that you can hardly see, but you know, whatever. It was just a thing. Well, I figured I'd grab it while I was doing all this other stuff. And you may or may not be able to see in there. I've got the rocks risers in place to bring those bars back a little bit, and those are 4-inch risers. It's pretty challenging getting the mirrors set up so that I could actually see because of the weird angles that I've got going on here, but it's very pleasantly ergonomic for me. At least it is here in the garage. I'm about to take it out for a ride, and we'll see. Here's the new fairing, which I didn't mention. But there's the new fairing on it with a chrome trim and a 9-inch spoiler windshield. I am waiting for, so you can see a little flare. Maybe you can see the little flare in that windshield. It's hard with the, there you go. Which is supposed to kick the air up over the rider. So you can get away with a shorter windshield than you would otherwise. Tomorrow I'm expecting the wind deflectors that go on the bottom of the fairing here, along here, and the fork lowers to deflect the wind back there. I have yet to put on the breakaway cruise control here, but I have left a space for it on the bar, so that's going to be a whole other project. I've got my little power port going there, and I redid the wiring for that and got that all situated and cable tied and all that good stuff. So okay, it's time for a ride.